Hello everyone, in this brief video I will show you how to make a Google form and use it for any purpose. Let's say you want to create a Google form to collect customer information or to use as a contact form and to use or for other purposes. Let's say you're selling product, you want people to order via Google form. For whatever purpose you want to use it for, I'll show you how to create it and how to get the link and send to your customer or prospect. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is log into your Gmail account. That's the quickest way. Then you come to this icon here where you say Google Apps. Then you click on it. When you click on it, you scroll down to the very bottom and you see Forms. Click on Forms. Now, when that loads, the quickest way to create the form, you will see this contact information. It's a template that's already set up by Google to make your form creation fast. So what you want to do is click on this. Once you click on that, your form would have been created in just few seconds. Now your form is created. Now the only thing you want to do is make changes. Now, if one of the first thing you want to do is the title. What do you want to be here? Let's say you want people to get in touch with you, or you want people to order something, whatever, or registration. Let's say this is a registration form. What you want to do is click on here and enter registration. Right, registration. Now, after entering the title, you want to maybe say put a description. In this place, I just want to say kindly fill out the form to register. All right, so this is just a brief description. Now, what information do you want to collect with the form? Now you see in this pre-built template, you see the names already there, emails already there. Those are essential information that you would normally want to collect because of correspondence. Then address. Do you want to collect address? If you don't want to collect address, let's say you want to change this to location. So you can just click on this and say location, right, instead of address. Then change it from paragraph to, because it's a short answer. So you change it to short answer. If you want it to be addressed, then you have to make it paragraph, because so that will provide enough space for them to write their full address. All right, now have the option phone number. Then you have comment, which you can easily change to message in case they have a message after filling out the form. Right. All right. Now, another thing that you want to know is how to make the form required, a field in the form required. That means you want to make it mandatory that without filling that field, they cannot submit the form. What do you want to do? For example, this phone number is not required. If you want it to be required, you will click on this section and you will turn required on. So turn it required. Now, the same thing goes for any other field. And let's say you want to preview this form and see how it is. What you want to do is click on preview. You click on preview, you will see how the form is currently. You see the way the form is. Now, let's say another thing you want to add is, let's say you want to add a drop-down menu for services that you render, depending on what you're trying to create. So you might want to add a drop-down menu or a checkbox. The same process to create both of them. So what you want to do is come to this section with this plus icon and click on it. Once you click on it, you will see the feed. Now I want to call it service required. Now after naming it, I want to select it. Could be a checkbox or it could be a drop down. So I'm going to select drop down. I'm going to say option 1, web design, for example. Option 2, I'm going to double click on this section. Then I'm going to call it marketing, for instance. I'm going to click on, for option 3, I'm going to call it training. Right? So you can add as many options that you want for the services required or for the purpose for which you are creating the form. Now, after entering the options, what you want to do is turn it required if you want it to be a required section. So if I make it required, now if I refresh the form here, you will see that option. You see service required. Now, if you can see the options that people can select. Right? Now, if I change it from drop down to checkbox, for instance, and you can see that it's saving automatically, and I wait for a second and it's saved. If I refresh this, you see it becomes a checkbox that people can just check. So it depends on what you you want to, if multiple option that people can select more than one option, that is the same thing. Now for other options, for example, you could add a paragraph which is already here, which is the message option. Then you can add a file upload that people must log in for them to be able to upload the file. You can add grid multiple choice option, but basically your form is already done. You can add any other field that you want by just clicking on this option and adding it. Then after adding all the options that you want, you can rearrange them. Let's say for example you want this to be at the very bottom, you want this to be at the top of this. You can just move this up, leave it there. You can see that is now at the top. So you can rearrange the form and make everything look nice. Now let's see how the form will look to a person who is not signed into a Gmail account. Now if you copy this link, which is the form link, and you go to an incognito window, and you paste the link here, you will see that the form says that you must sign in to fill the form. Now to make this not important, that is to make it possible for people to fill the form without signing in, what you want to do is come back to the form, then go to the form settings. Go to the form settings. Now you want to click on if you look, this is where your responses will be. You see sign in required, this option. You want to turn this off. Say allow response can be changed after submit. That is for the sign in required. You want to turn this off. And turn this off, wait for it to save. Now if you come back here and refresh, you will see that your customers, your prospect can now fill the form without having to sign into a Gmail, because not everybody have a Gmail account, right? So that is done. Now let's say for example also you want to edit this header to look like what you are trying to sell, or to make it align with your brand. What you want to do is come to customize, click on customize, and you will see this header here. See header here, and you see image background. So you want to click on that. When you click on that, you will see several images here. You can go through and see the one that fits your business. If you can't see any, you come to upload, and you upload from your computer. In this case, I'm just going to select one from here. I'm just going to select this. I'm going to select that. Then you click insert. You will see that we'll have click reload. You see that you have your header change. Also, let's say you want to change this color. What you want to do is come to customize again, and you can see that green is selected. You can change it to any other color that you want. You can also change the font. You don't want that font, you can change it to any font that you want. You can change the font size and basically customize anything that you want. And when somebody submits any information, you can easily come here to get it. And on the option, you can also send information to a copy of the form to somebody who fills it. Now if you click on this option, say collect email address, you can turn it on, which is already collecting email address. Then you can say now if you come to this section, I think it's here, responses, you can see send the responder a copy of their email address, right? So that's if collecting email, turning this on should be on for this to work. So that's basically how you can set up a Google form. And after you are done, you are happy with your form, everything is working fine, right? Go through the options, look at everything that you want, whether your form, everything, all the options that you need are in place. Then you can grab your link and send it to your users or to your prospects or to anybody you want to send the form to enable them fill the form, collect your information, make order, do whatever you like with the form. Now, if you like this video, share and subscribe so that you get notified when we release a new video like this.